All right, back at the board, we've got another film review session for you guys. I hope you're enjoying these. If you do, let me know. And again, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Check out our playlist for more episodes. We've done a couple of different film reviews. We talked about the defense against Ole Miss, the mistakes they made in that game, and about Harold Perkins, kind of the new usage for him that we saw in this Missouri game, which I'm breaking down right here. Today, we're talking about a secondary member. We're talking Major Burns. And a bad play he had, but also a good play he had. Because I think right now this LSU defense is getting better, but individually they're kind of still struggling with some zone coverages, communication, things like that. So I'm going to show you a play where they didn't communicate well, and as a result, Missouri hit for a big play. But then a different play where LSU forced a turnover. So let's start with the bad play, then we'll get to the good. We'll eat our vegetables and get our dessert after that, all right? So here we go. O's for the offense. Guys you got to watch here are Luther Burden, Missouri receiver, and then Harold Perkins over here. Major Burns and Greg Penn, two linebackers. So Missouri runs a play-action fake. LSU brings four. They drop into zone. He goes vertical to take him out of the play. And then Burden runs a little bit of a corner route like this to attack this open space right here. So what happens is they kind of bite on that play-action fake first. They take a few steps forward, both of them. But then they're like, oh, they're passing. So then they back up. So here we go. And this is where Penn goes, and this is where Burns is going. And they talk to each other. They're like, hey, you got to cover. Penn's like, hey, you got to cover out here, pointing to this area. But they kind of cover the same area right here. Meanwhile, Burden breaks outside, and he gets open in this space right here. Throws, catch, and he gets vertical. And then Burns has to chase him down for a tackle. So just didn't communicate well here. And also, they covered the same area. And what Burns needs to know is that, hey, my job is from here to the sideline. And he didn't cover that area, so that's why Burden was open. And you'd think they'd want to cover the top receiver on the other team. You know, just go stride for stride with him because you know he's probably getting the ball. So that was a bit of a coverage blunder there, and they'll have to clean that up. Not necessarily against Auburn because they can't pass the ball, but against better teams going forward. Because if you've got two guys covering 10 yards of space, there's a lot more yards available, and they're going to find that open space and hit for big plays just like that one. But that was the bad. Let's get to the good. Move forward to the next play here. All right, so four-man rush again. Missouri back on offense. Final minute of the game. LSU's up 42-39, so Missouri's got to score to win. Also, shout out to Jay Bramblett for the excellent punt. They're at like the 7-yard line for this play, and that made a big difference right here. So, passing again, we got a bunch to the left side. This top receiver runs vertical. This receiver right here just kind of runs a sideline route. You know, he's a short option. But again, Brady Cook, his favorite target, Luther Burden, of course. That's why he leads the team in receiving. He runs kind of a similar route to what we just went over. He's trying to get in, then get back out, and hit on that vertical space. So Penn here, the linebacker, kind of man-to-man covers this guy here on this out route, but he drifts over that way, covers that space. Again, he's vertical. So Burns and everybody else kind of drop back to the first down marker. And Burden, again, kind of just runs this way and wants to get back outside. But Major Burns just saw that on that last play, so he recognizes what's coming this time. He drops back, reads the quarterback's eyes. He's staring down Burden as he does every play. Pass goes, he picks it off, jumps right in front of it, baited him into throwing it, and he ran it in for a touchdown, which Brian Kelly wasn't too happy about, but he did. That put the game away. So again, he was in zone coverage, but he was smarter about it. Oh, this is their best receiver. He's probably getting the ball. I'm in zone. He's running in my general area. There's nobody else around me. So I may as well just cover him and hang around this guy because I don't need to like push him aside and cover a zone. Nobody else is in the zone. He's the only receiver there. So he recognizes that. Whoops. And picks the pass off and puts the game away with that play. So that was an example of good zone coverage by Major Burns. And if we could just see more of that, jumping at those opportunities, playing cerebrally, that's a hard word to say, cerebrally smart, and forcing other teams to make mistakes, this defense can make another big jump and go from here to here. And again, it's not going to be that big of a factor in the Auburn game this weekend, but A&M, Alabama, those kind of games where you're playing disciplined teams, disciplined offenses. They won't make these kind of mistakes. You got to force them to make mistakes like this and play good coverage. So good job by Major Burns there. Let's see if we can cut out the mistakes and keep up with these good plays.